Street food stall discovered in Pompeii reveals dining habits of ancient Romans. The current conservation project in Pompeii has unearthed spectacular finds in recent years. The latest is an incredibly well-preserved snack bar that offers insight into the dining habits of ancient Romans. It's the equivalent of a modern-day food stall and would have served ready-made hot food and wine to ancient Romans before it was buried under ash and lava in the volcanic eruption of 79 AD. Also known as a thermopolium, these street stalls were common in Rome. Pompeii alone had 80 of them, but this particular one has sparked excitement among researchers because it's incredibly well preserved. Fresco art still adorns the walls of the counter with a scene of gladiators in combat and an image of Nereid riding a seahorse, along with what appears to be menu items such as mallard duck and rooster. Customers who visited could choose from a selection of hot dishes that were kept warm in terracotta jars set into cylindrical holes in the bar. Dishes like duck, fish, pork, goat, and a concoction involving snails, fish, and sheep, according to the New York Times, that may have been a soup or a stew. Traces of nearly 2,000-year-old food residues and animal bones were found at the site, which helped archaeologists establish these specific menu items. Researchers also came across an earthenware vessel that had contained wine and crushed fava beans in one pot, which they believe were used to enhance the flavor of some dishes. The street stall was unearthed in an area known as Reggio 5 in Pompeii in 2019, but was only recently fully excavated. A cistern and water fountain were also found nearby. The finds will be analyzed in a lab, with particular attention paid to the contents in the terracotta jars, so we might get a better understanding of the typical ancient Roman diet. Researchers say this is just the beginning of this exciting discovery. As well as being another insight into daily life at Pompeii, the possibilities for study of this thermopolium are exceptional because for the first time, an area of this type has been excavated in its entirety, and it's been possible to carry out all the analyses that today's technology permits, said Massimo Ossana, director of Pompeii Archaeological Park. Pompeii is currently closed, but this latest find could be available to public viewing when the park reopens.